Welcome back. It is wedding season as we move into spring. Tonight, Bobby Burgess looks at what newlyweds should consider when serving wine and other drinks at their reception. Lance is going to love this. Here's Uncorked.
Welcome back to Uncorked, everyone. I'm your host, Bobby, and today we are at the Everly at Osborne, which is a newer wedding and event venue located in Starkville, Mississippi. And we're going to be talking about most girls' favorite thing, something that we dream about from the time most of us are very young, which is wedding. Wedding season is coming. Most venues are booking up very fast, some a year in advance, probably due to COVID and weddings being pushed back, which has made brides have to move on to a new year and so forth. So we're gonna be talking about the alcohol, how much, what kinds. So yeah, let's just jump into it. There are different ways that you can plan alcohol for your wedding. Maybe you don't want to have any at all, which is, something that a lot of people, especially in the South, do choose. They choose no alcohol. But maybe you don't want to spend a ton of money on alcohol, so you want to limit that to doing just beer and wine. Do about 70% wine, 30% beer. Typically, most people tend to be more wine drinkers than beer drinkers. But again, that comes to knowing your audience. Are you inviting a bunch of people who just drink beer? You can tweak that number a little bit. Maybe you are set on having a full bar and you want everything stocked. You can always go that route. There are a lot of catering companies that do supply bartenders and all of those products. So that's something you want to look into when you are planning your big day. Or maybe you want to offer the bar and liquor, but not everything. And you can do a almost full bar, which means you're just gonna wanna do 3 liquors, 3 mixers, and 2 garnishes. So per se, you want bourbon, of course, bourbon or whiskey, vodka, gin, and leave it at those 3. You have your mixers, you have some soda, tonic water, club soda, and you leave it at that, and then you have a lemon and a lime garnish. Also, if you were doing beer and wine, you can make just a couple's cocktail. So like the bride and groom have a cocktail if you want to offer liquor without going over your budget. But yeah, the biggest thing is remembering your audience, knowing who you're inviting and what they drink the most of. And then pretty much the standard, if you're doing liquor, beer, and wine, is 50% wine, 30% liquor, and 20% beer. So to kind of give you an idea of how much wine you would need for your wedding, if you had 100 people and they're heavy drinkers, I know mine would probably be heavy drinkers. I'm gonna account for 2+ drinks per person. And that's gonna put me at about 16 cases of wine. Now, where it gets different on how many cases of each wine I need to order, I like to limit to just 4 styles of wine. I'm going to do a red, typically a Pinot Noir or a lighter red because nobody wants stained teeth in their pictures. I'm going to do a probably Sauvignon Blanc or a Pinot Grigio because Chardonnay, people either love it or they hate it. If you do have someone that loves Chardonnay, you can always keep a bottle just for them, just as a nice little happy. I'm going to do a sparkling wine, and then I am going to probably do a rosé. Most weddings happen a little bit in the warmer weather, so I'm going to throw a rosé in there as well. Now, that being said, typically you would think probably 4 cases of each or 3 cases of each. But if you are doing a champagne toast, you're going to want to pull a case off of each of those and add it to your champagne. Or you can cut that in half and only do half glasses of champagne. So I hope this helped you decide how much wine and the alcohol percentages you think you would need. There's really no set answer because there are so many variables on how that can change. But you're more than welcome to reach out to me on Twitter or on Instagram or message WCBI, and I can help you narrow your numbers down even more. So thank y'all so much, and we'll see y'all next week. Cheers!
And the WCBI Bridal Beauty and Baby Show is just a couple of weeks away. Plan to join us Sunday, March 6th at the Pole Gym on the MUW campus.